I guess, with 11. But, I thought he had, he got his athleticism of the game. He impacted the game, with Tay with, 15 rebounds, 13 points, 4 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. So I thought Tay Davis really had it. I thought, I know Nijel got in foul trouble, but it just seemed like he hit some big shots when the other team was trying to run, and all of a sudden Nijel would knock down a shot. I thought he did. I thought Dayton's minutes were back to being Dayton. He was plus 24 in his minutes, and I thought Dayton did some good things, giving us a lift. Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't lead with that. No, it was great. Mo, I mean, the first 3 fouls he got in the first half, I disagreed with last game. Watching the tape and everything, but you're going to get some. Because I think Mo's really been working on discipline, staying down. The kid he guarded, I think he was at the foul line 20 for 20 before this game, and he draws fouls. And he tried to back Mo in. Mo took a charge. He tried to back. He had some tough shots over Mo. We call those tough twos, tough twos. And I thought Mo was disciplined, staying down, and just being 6'10". So, yeah, I thought Mo, 21 minutes, no fouls, 6 rebounds. He was solid. He was really solid.
Trying to muck up the game.
Yeah.
And you guys hung in there. At the end of the game, your guards are good at getting to the free throw line, making free throws. But how do you feel like your team handled it?
It wasn't. They ran to an extended 1-3-1, and they were pretty long up there. They were 6'8", 6'8", 6'7", and it was pretty long for our guards, and they did a nice job with that. And we didn't get it past the front line a lot, and then we finally did. And when we got it to the middle, next thing you know, we skipped it to Jeff, Nijel to 3, and then they got out of it for a minute, and then they went back to it. It's just you got to be aggressive when teams do that, and we could be much better. You don't see a lot of it, but when you do see that 1-3-1 extended, you need those top guys to be aggressive. We got to get to the middle. We got to flatten it out. And as it went on, we were better at it than right with the first couple possessions that we went up against it.
Porter, you mentioned some of Nigel's shot making. I think he's now second on the pack. What does it mean when you have a veteran guy who's so accustomed to making those three-pointers?
Yeah, you just feel like there was one I think he took, and I was like, I was in right there in that view, and I'm like, right when he left his hand, I'm like, it was so far away, but you're just like, it just looked like it was going in right when it left his hand. And he's just, the moments, I think he's been in so many moments, and but it does. It gives you, especially when the team, they go to a zone and they're trying to space it out, run it out, to be able to, he hit that big 3 to stop that, because you have to, I give him credit. UAPB, they're just playing hard, trying to come in. I thought we had a good start, and all of a sudden they went on a 9-0 run in like a minute and 10 seconds, and we got to keep away from those. But Nijel is just an elite shot maker. He's really good with that.
Porter, you kind of mentioned it, that Dayton hit some shots off the bench. Just how important is that for him early this point?
I thought Dayton looked like who Dayton is. He uplifts the play. He uplifts energy. There was one 50-50 ball he got that reminds me. He threw a great skip pass to, I think it was Jeff. It was almost the same play that he hit him in Wisconsin. The same, it really was, technically, really was the exact same action. And he went downhill on a flip action and kicked it to Jeff for a 3. I just thought his energy was very, very good. I mean, knocked down shots, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. He'll remind me of that one. But I thought he was really solid. The 3 guard players, Dayton, X, and Nijel, they're really solid. Those 3. Yeah, he texted me today about 3 o'clock and said he was coming. And I haven't been able to say hello. I saw him just at the game, so I'm going to go obviously spend some time. But you just love the culture when they're coming back. I love Jalen. Brought him here, and he loves OU, and he loves this program, and just an awesome guy. And I know you'll ask me about Reed too. It was a great moment for Reed. Being able to get in there and knock down that shot. He'll remember that the rest of his life in here. So it was a cool moment that he was able to hit that 3. And And I thought Jeff was what a great teammate. He drove it. Sometimes people get in that last-minute time, and they're trying to pad it. Jeff drew it and kicked it to him, and that was a great teammate play that Jeff Wanko made, throwing it to that baseline drive drift spot.
What'd you think of Kai?
Just got to keep getting him better. Get better. I mean, we got some guys some minutes tonight. You know, Kowal played 14, Kai played 10 and a half, and then everybody else played over 20. Only one guy two guys. Tay was at 30, and X was at 32. But you know, so you know, Kai had 10 and a half minutes. You know, I'm just telling you, just got to keep logging experience, keep getting comfortable, keep getting situations. Like that one we learned right there. He was trying to do the right thing. We were hard hedging some ball screens, but when it's almost at half court, the call is to read it and tell him to go under. You don't want to hard hedge at half court. And like so I brought him in, and then we fouled, and I brought him over, and I'm like, where was that ball? And he goes, yeah, it was too far off. So you just stuff like that to learn. And the pace of the game, you know, the first stint he went in, I think he was just thinking where he was going. And we told him the second time, I go, you know, speed to screen, roll hard, just do some things like with aggression. And that play I was just talking about that Dayton went downhill, it was a flip screen, and Kai sprinted up, flipped it, rolled hard, drew a guy in, and Dayton kicked it to Jeff. So just that speed and motor of learning that, like, that's not in the box score, but he did that really well on that play. Just getting him more minutes. We just need him. I'll watch the tape to see how he did defending and rebounding. I know the numbers don't say much with it. Did he have 2 offensive rebounds, though? 1. He had 1. So just keep logging minutes and logging experience.
Porter, not just tonight, but in the pregame, it seems like when you need a basket or you need to class defense, Xavier can just get to the hole.
Yeah.
How important is that for games down the road that could be closer than needed?
It's huge, you know, to have that ability to go downhill. He does it, and I know Fears had that, to be able to break down that defense and you know, get yourself out of trouble. He can get us out of trouble, and especially was doing that late when they went to man-to-man. And when they went to that zone, they were just putting 3 guys, so it's hard to do that. That's when you got to get it out and then attack. But X is super valuable to us. I mean, he's really, you know, he's a veteran guard. I mean, he played the most minutes. That can kind of show you what I think of him. 3 assists, 2 turnovers. So solid game. And the thing we just told him, I mean, like, we got to keep being relentless, try to get better. Now we got to go get Nebraska. It'll be a quad 1 game up there. Even though it's a neutral game, it won't be there. But it's another great opportunity. They're really good. I've already kind of seen them once on tape, and Fred does a great job. They got shooters everywhere, and we'll get ready for that starting tomorrow morning.
You mentioned that. When did you know, or what was the logic of being so aggressive with the neutral site non-conference games throughout the whole season?
You know, NIL money. You know, you get situations for buy games. You know, you got to do it. Is a chance to play good games that are going to be good resume games, but also, you know, you get contracted to do stuff that's going to help your NIL, and felt that it was that I had to do that.
To play in this arena was a bunch of fun, and to see some going early, obviously that was good signing for me. I just got to stay out of foul trouble, honestly, but it was good though.
Hey, what was the atmosphere like?
It was fun. It was definitely different. This is a first timer for me to play in a older gym and have the culture like that. So it was fun to be able to play in front of the students and everything like that. It was a fun environment for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we could see intentions to be better on the boards, and that was one thing that we harped upon, was being better offensively, rebounding the ball, and then obviously defensively well. We haven't watched the film yet, and I haven't seen the stat sheet either, but I think there's still some improvement we can do on the defensive glass as well. I feel like they got a few too many offensive rebounds. If we could, you know, narrow that down a little bit more, I just feel like it'll make us a better team. Yeah, I think it's really key for us as a team when Dayton plays well. I think that really makes the team go when we get that another score, especially coming off the bench, giving us that boost. We were talking the other day about his legacy game here, and then how he got rolling from after that. So he had another legacy game here. So I'm hoping that continues to snowfall, and we continue to get more and more games like that. We got a tough one coming up, so we can get another performance out of that. I feel like it just makes us better.